What is up, party people? It's me again. I'm back, and it's Christmas time. So, you know what that means. It's time to get out the eggnog. It's time to wear Christmas sweaters, and it's time to have a great time. And today, we're going to be having that great time while adding more to our tier list. All right, well, we're here with our second tier list, episode 2 of the ultimate tier list, where we will be ranking every single thing in existence, from concepts to items to people, every single thing we can. It will be on this list at one point or another. We are going from S tier all the way to F tier right now. That's the goal. And I have picked out 6 brand new things to rank today. So just to go over what we have so far, the top of the list we have laughter, and the bottom of the list, the last thing in the world, the worst thing in the world so far, is mayonnaise. So that's where we're at as far as rankings go. So bottoms up, and let's get to ranking these new items. Item number 1 on our to-do list: alligators. These these guys are pretty cool. I like alligators. I'd say they're like I don't really know what the difference between an alligator and a crocodile really is, but I feel like I like alligators a lot more, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like I could have a conversation with an alligator. I don't feel like I could have a conversation with a crocodile. Maybe that's because media has, kind of edged me away from crocodiles with characters like Killer Croc, and I guess Killer Croc is the only one that comes to mind right now, but I feel like maybe they're demonizing crocodiles on TV too much. But either way, alligators, I am a fan. I chose this image because it's a cute little guy. Look at his smile. His smile is just so endearing. I love it. If he smiled at me while I was in a swamp, I wouldn't feel like I was gonna be eaten. I'd feel like I was gonna make a new friend. I'm gonna say alligators get a solid B tier from me. Yeah, I'd say they're a solid B tier. Good animal, not one of the best animals, but a very solid animal. I like him. Next up, we got Brendan Fraser. I always thought it was Brendan Fraser, but he clarified in an interview recently that it was Fraser. He's a classic actor. He was George of the Jungle. He was in the Mummy movies. He's in some of my favorite episodes of Friends. Oh, Ben, my man. Ben and his leukemia, I tell you. Damn. Heartbreaking episodes. Yeah, he's just a great guy, it seems like. I don't know. Obviously, he could not be. I don't know him. But he seems like a really nice guy. There's actually kind of this funny story where, for some reason, this was like 6 years ago. No, probably less than that. Probably like 4 years ago. I was in high school, and for some reason, I thought that my drama teacher said that we were getting Brendan Fraser to come to our school, which is in the middle of Ontario, in the middle of nowhere. So it's like, why would Brendan Fraser come to our school? But for some reason, I thought I heard her say it, and I got really, really excited. I was like, Brendan Fraser's coming to our school, oh my god. And I was going on about it for a while, and then my classmate was like, no, she said Brendan, her brother. And I was like, what? How did I think Brendan Fraser? Anyways, I really like Brendan Fraser. I don't think he's been in enough for me to say he's like one of my favorite actors at all. But he's a nice guy, it seems like. I really enjoy him in the movies that I've seen him in and the stuff that I've seen him in. He's a really charismatic guy. He's supposed to be in this new movie recently where he plays like a overweight guy, and he's apparently it's all about him and like overcoming or trying to reconnect with his daughter before he dies. I don't know. Apparently it's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say middle of the road Brendan Fraser. He just seems like a solid guy all around, but nothing that would make me go, wow, Brendan Fraser, so C tier. That seems about right for me. Now we got nepotism here. Nepotism is kind of a nasty thing that goes on in this world, but it has spawned some good things. Look at Maya Hawke, for example. Maya Hawke from Stranger Things. I don't think she'd have that show if it wasn't for Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman being her parents. So yeah, I mean, some good things come out of nepotism, but overall, it's mainly just like this terrible business practice. So yeah, I'd have to say it's definitely lower on the tier list. I'd say it's a low E. There's nothing else on the E list, but I don't think it'd go higher than a low E. Like if once there's like 10 things on here, it'd be like down here, right? But at the moment, we'll leave it right there. All right, next we got Nightmare Before Christmas. This is my favorite Christmas movie and my favorite Halloween movie. And yeah, that's kind of our Christmassy item for today. As you can tell, I'm a little Christmased out. I'm getting into the spirit. I'm super excited. And I love this movie. So here we go. Let's put it on the tier list. Now, the question is, where does it go? Now, I say it's my favorite Halloween movie and my favorite Christmas movie, but as much as I love movies, I'm not a guy who really watches a lot of movies around the holidays. I'm not like, oh, I gotta watch this Christmas movie and this Christmas movie, or, oh, it's Halloween, I gotta watch a bunch of scary movies, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I never really want to watch any of those movies around that time. Now, The Nightmare Before Christmas I usually do watch around Christmas time. Like, I love the movie, but it's not something that, like, I want to actively put on all the time. So, I'd have to take that into account. But I do enjoy it a lot. I do really love it. And the animation is absolutely beautiful. Tim Burton did an excellent job directing. And the voice cast, who I don't even know the names of, they're all amazing in that too. I'd say it's probably a solid C tier. Probably higher than Kirby Air Ride. Probably higher than Kirby Air Ride. Or maybe... No, it's a low B tier. No, it's... Screw that. Nightmare Before Christmas is a low B tier movie. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it makes it into B. It makes it into B. Our next item here, I kind of have a special surprise here. It's a Junior Chicken, and I actually went out and I bought myself a Junior Chicken. It is a couple hours old at this point, but a cold Junior Chicken isn't a bad Junior Chicken. I don't eat Junior Chickens the way other people do. I don't like mayo, as you can see, so I don't get mayo. And I don't really like lettuce all that much. I don't mind lettuce, but I don't love it. So usually what I end up getting is, instead of any of that stuff, I just get pickles on it. So I get a Junior Chicken with only pickles. It's delicious, and it's nutritious. No, it's not, but it is delicious. So, let's get my raw reaction to eating this, and then we will go forward with our review. Got a lot of pickle in that bite. You know, it pairs surprisingly well with this rum and eggnog. I am a little shocked. Well, I would say that was pretty good, but it's also complete shit. And that's what you'll find with most McDonald's. I really don't like McDonald's in the slightest. It is one of my least favorite fast food places. It's so serviceable that it makes me sick. This is my favorite food item from McDonald's, but that doesn't say a lot. I'm gonna give it a high E. It's definitely better than nepotism, but I wouldn't feel comfortable giving it better. Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable giving it better than an E. I can't put it up to Owl City Ocean Eyes. I'll eat this if I'm in a pinch and there's only McDonald's around. I will listen to Owl City Ocean Eyes out of want every now and then. So, yeah, definitely Definitely better than Nepotism, but not as good as, or anywhere near as good as Owl City Ocean Eyes. Still much better than Mayo. Same with Nepotism. Fuck Mayo. That's all I have to say about Mayo. Here we are with our final pick, streets called 72nd Street. Now, I kind of have a problem with this, a really personal problem, but for some reason, every time that my GPS tells me turn right on 72nd Street, my brain always registers it as turn right on 72nd Street. Like 22, and I'm like, that's a weird way to say 22nd Street. 72nd. But no, they're saying 72nd. For some reason, my brain doesn't register it as that right away. You hear the 72nd, and they sound so similar. Point is, I hate this. Street's named 72nd Street. I see zero benefit to this. This name means nothing. It's not going to bring any joy to anybody's day. There's not a single good thing that I can think of off the top of my head that has ever come from a street being named 72nd Street. Something so inconsequential, yet it pisses me off so much, which makes it bottom tier for sure. Somewhere in this range. I definitely don't hate it as much as I hate it more than Junior Chicken. And Nepotism, I don't know, this might be a little controversial, but, you know, some good things have come out of Nepotism. You know, some actors, Nepotism isn't a net negative. So, I'd have to say it's probably F tier. Yeah, I'm saying it's F tier. I'm saying 72nd Street is one of the worst, streets named 72nd Street, are one of the worst things that I've experienced personally in my life. And I hope that you find some solace in 72nd Street, but I do not. I can't stand it. I definitely don't hate it as much as Mayo. Mayo is still the worst thing on this list by far. By far. So yeah, that's the list so far. Yeah, let me know if there's anything that you want on this list. I will put anything on here. Eventually we have to tackle it all, so, you know, if you want to see something sooner rather than later, just let me know, and I will throw it on here. Just leave a comment, and if you like these videos, and you want to see me rate everything in the world, if you want to be on this journey with me, then make sure you're subscribed, like the videos. I hope you have a S-tier day, once again. I love you. Goodbye.